Okay. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Nestle of Global Ace Agency here in Malaysia. I receive your buy data from Jazz. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, before we proceed in our recording interview, I would like to ask you, are you a 100% willing to come here in Malaysia without any hesitation?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you speak English or can you understand English?
Both, ma'am.
Both. So our recording interview will be uploaded in our YouTube channel and your photo also will be uploaded in our website. Do you agree?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, can you help me introduce yourself, please?
Uh, Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Suzette Rivera. I'm 43 years old and I live at 801 Interior 5F, Angeles Street, Binondo, Manila.
Okay, are you single or married?
I have a living partner, ma'am.
Okay, what about your height and your weight?
My weight, ma'am, is 50 kilogram, ma'am.
What about your height?
My height, ma'am, is 5 flat.
Five flat.
Yes,
So are
ma'am.
you vaccinated?
Yes, ma'am. I'm fully vaccinated in Saudi Arabia.
What type of vaccine?
All, ma'am.
What type?
Complete, ma'am. Complete.
Okay, what type of vaccine?
Ano, ma'am? Pfizer, ma'am.
Pfizer. Pfizer. Okay, what is your
Yes po.
religion?
Christian.
What about your educational background?
I'm undergraduate at first year college, ma'am. College level, but undergrad.
Okay, so do you have children?
Yes, ma'am. Three children, three beautiful daughters.
Okay, ages?
Yes, the oldest is 10, the next 8, and the youngest is 6.
Okay, so you will come here to work in Malaysia. Who will going to take care of your children?
Their father, ma'am.
Their father. How old is your live-in
Yes,
partner and what is his occupation?
43 years old, my living partner, and he has no work as of now.
Okay, so do you have sibling?
Yes, I have one brother and one sister.
What is your rank in your family?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your rank in your family? Are you the
I'm
eldest?
in the middle. I'm the middle.
You are in the middle. So what about your parents? How old is your parents and what is their
My
occupation?
my father is already 60 years old. He is a contractual, and then my mother is a 61 years old. Then she is a bedridden mom.
Okay, so this is your second time around to come abroad, right, to work. In your working experience, you worked in Saudi Arabia for 3 years, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Way back 2019 to 2022, and you finish your
Yes,
contract. Okay, can you
yes,
describe what
ma'am.
are your responsibilities there?
Yes, ma'am. My responsibility in my old work is to take care the old woman. She is 54 years old, and then all around, ma'am, housekeeping, house helper, all cooking, cleaning, anything.
Okay, so is it female, elderly, or male?
Female mom.
Female. Okay. So you already know that being a domestic helper is you need to be a multitasking there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But I would like to tell you that Middle East and in Asia is different one, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in your skills, can you take care babies or children while doing a general house chores?
Yes, ma'am, of course.
Okay, what about taking care of elderly? I'm sure you are okay because you already got the experience taking care of them.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you cook?
Yes, ma'am. I can cook Arabic, Inca, Filipino.
Okay, so what type of food in Arabic food? Do you
Ah,
normally
kap-
you know how to cook?
yes, ma'am. Kabsa, mandi, biryani, all, ma'am. All,
Okay.
if they want to cook me, I cook.
Okay, so are you willing to learn to cook Asian food or Chinese food, Indian food, Malay
Yes,
food?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
can you caregiving for bedridden patient and disabled person?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you afraid of any pets or dogs?
I'm not afraid, ma'am. It's okay for me.
So you can take care pets, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
except snakes, ah.
Okay, so are you good in, I think you are good in speaking of English and also you can understand English. Can you speak Malayu or can you understand Malayu?
Not now, ma'am.
Okay, what
Only
about,
Arabic and English.
okay, what about Mandarin? No, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you already know that, and you already got the experience. So I must say that you already know that you must finish your 2 years contract.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
because otherwise you will going to compensate your employer if you will gonna break your contract. Am I right?
Yes, okay, ma'am.
Okay, so I give. Are you aware that you have a 2 years contract and you must finish that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you aware that you have a once a week day off?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I give you a situation. If employer will give you an off day, but you will going to stay inside the house only, it means you cannot go out because the COVID-19 is still contagious. Some of the employer might scared when you go out. When you go back home, you might bring the virus inside. So are you okay to have your off day inside the employer's house?
Yes, ma'am, because in Saudi Arabia, I have no off work. I am still in the house, not going out.
Okay, good. Because if you go out, it's too risky also because you might don't know what will happen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if employer will not give you off day, but employer will compensate your salary, do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah? Okay, so in using of mobile handphone, you cannot use your phone during working time, okay? You can use only your mobile handphone at night time. So I give you
Okay.
a situation. If employer will give your phone for 2 to 3 hours to call your family back in the Philippines, after that you will gonna render your phone to your employer. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. I would like to explain you why. Because if you cannot control using of mobile handphone at night time, on the next day you don't have the energy to work and you will be sleepy. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Okay, so this is your second time round to come abroad. So I knew that you already know how to handle your stress and homesick problem, but I just wanted to ask again now, how do you handle your homesick problem? Because you are quite far from away from your family.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Actually, 6 months, I have a homesick in Saudi Arabia. But most of the time, ma'am, I cook, I clean. Yes, ma'am, to forget all my homesick for my family.
Okay.
Before, ma'am, there's no cell phone. Before, ma'am, there's no cell phone. Actually, 6 months, no cell phone, ma'am. That's why I always cry. Yeah,
Yes.
in Malaysia, you said to me that after work I can use my phone. That no problem, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So at least you can contact your family for an hour's lah. Okay.
Yes.
So, do you have any friends here in Malaysia or relatives?
Yes, ma'am. I have friends there in Malaysia. She is the one who sending me to me Sir Santiago.
Okay, so
To Sir Santiago.
which part here in Malaysia your friends staying?
I don't ask mom. I didn't ask mom eh.
Okay,
I
so
don't know where.
lastly, my question is, Suzette, why did you choose Malaysia to work instead of other countries like Middle East or like Singapore or Hong Kong, or rather than going back in the Middle East? Why Malaysia?
Why I choose Malaysia, ma'am? Because for me, it's very convenient. It's near from the Philippines, and also to have to grow myself in other country, to explore myself in other country, rather than to Saudi Arabia. It's hard to work in Saudi Arabia because your sleeping time there is very different from Malaysia. Because in Saudi Arabia, ma'am, you can sleep 2 hours. It's very so happy for me. In Malaysia, you said before, and also Sir Jazz, you can sleep well 8 hours. At least 8 hours.
Yes.
It's complete. It's
Yes.
good enough for me, ma'am.
Yes, because we follow the contract. So you must need to have 8 hours rest time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think that's all for now, Suzette. Thank you for your time. It was my pleasure meeting
Welcome,
you.
ma'am.
But please stay connected through
Thank you, ma'am.
WhatsApp because agents here in
Yes, ma'am.
Malaysia will going to contact you to conduct an interview together with the employer, okay?
Okay, ma'am. No
Thank you so
problem.
much and have a good day. Bye bye.
Have a good day. Bye-bye, ma'am.